Welcome back to Character Select, where Von Karma is saying, then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edward, please take the stand. What? Who was that?
It was me. Maya.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. What's the big idea treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of the court and didn't actually object to anything, but must leave anyway.
No. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Huh. What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
What changed?
Wait, what? What did he say?
All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? What's changed since the end of her testimony? Maya got her to say something that we haven't had a chance to cross-examine.
Did she?
I saw Mr. Edgeworth clear as day.
Oh.
Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order. Oh, that's a
Jesus,
lot of orders.
6 orders.
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya.
Stream lag there a little bit.
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
That last statement.
Yeah.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth. That's it? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either.
Oh, is that what happened when you pressed?
No, this is literally one statement.
Oh.
Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blithely ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it, if you can.
Oh shit! Fuck off! Ow! What can we present that would contradict her?
The foggy photo? Now, which photo?
We only have the one.
What's the other photo then?
That's a map.
Oh. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Gotcha, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph.
The photo I took?
The very same.
There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What?
Mr. Wright has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony, please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Alright. You're right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. Once I finished up setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out in the lake, I looked out with my binoculars. See? No problem.
Oh wait, if the camera couldn't get out binoculars. You used binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good.
Yeah, we can't fuck up. We probably shouldn't even press.
No, we have to press. Also, I've said this before in other episodes in Character Select, but God, grits are disgusting.
Grits? Oh, right.
Yeah, you take the you take the cob of a corn cob, you grind it down, and you mix it with some spices, and you call it food. It's like, ugh. Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars, for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright. Yeah, it's relevant.
But know this, if you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera? I don't think we have a choice here. Gotta press.
This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear you.
Camera set to take pictures. Yeah, we pressed that one. No, I said we have that one.
Oh. Made you choose that lake to photograph meteors. You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing. Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Ha!
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of a challenged intellect.
Now, wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please.
So, this is a lie. Because we've already had this discussion. Oh. You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie. Says who? I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
I'm not really sure. I might just be impeaching this character, or this witness's character at this point. The witness is not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then what exactly was she photographing?
What was she photographing?
We have the evidence of the gunshot picture thing, right? Like,
But she didn't even know she took that picture.
Then we don't have any evidence. Oh, Gordy.
Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to photograph at the lake? Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's a newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting at Gord Lake.
Well, Miss Hart, I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy. So let's reread that article. Oh. Okay. That's less than helpful, thank you. But the evidence is pretty easy. It's the camera. Because remember, Gordy shows up when there's a bang.
Yeah.
Hey. I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
So, the other problem that we have right now, just before we present this, because I know this is right, Von Karma's being very quiet. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here, taken from when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order. I see. I, too, thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart? So, smart boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it? Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist. Hey! But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing. Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though. Something will change, it has to. I'm gonna spot it.
This is a very tense, yeah. I like how we thought about it at exactly the same time.
Actually, I'm not a research science student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
But she said you scanned the lake. Oh, I guess that's true. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? What, was there a contradiction?
Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself, you must have something in mind.
Huh. That would be a first. Haha, very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright? If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. And I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? This is
Yes,
very,
right.
like, final.
Yeah.
Like, this is definitely the final
This is
episode.
fucking day one. Not important. Not important. Who gives a shit? Cool. Sure. Alright. Alright, let's start pressing then. Exactly what sort of sound was it? Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at? Yep. I don't know. If she heard a bang, she thought Gordy was out there. I kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat. What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for? Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence. Witness continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. So this is the sentence that we need to present evidence on. But what do we present?
Watch the boat. Can you show me the map? Just one out.
The boat was around here.
Yeah. There really isn't much. There really isn't much to look at, is there? What about the bullet?
So remember what Phoenix said. If she's out there looking for Gordy and she hears a bang, what's the first thing she's gonna do? The absolute first thing. It's foggy, she can't see out on the lake very well, but she heard a bang. What's she gonna do?
She's gonna go to the camera, right?
Exactly. Damn it! Getting ahead of myself.
We're getting quite low. We've only got 2 of those left.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's only 5. Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, no. Lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither. Alright. So maybe we do need to press on this. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy? Heck yeah! They even had him up on the TV. I'm not sure that appearing on the local news' Rumor of the Month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe. Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real.
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mothman sighted.
I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake. Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors. Competitors? Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop. Ah, is that the only reason you're hiding the truth? Well, actually... Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case. Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Oh, wait. This is what we need to present. Fuck! Damn it! Alright. So, just because we only have one more patience thing left, there is a way to cheese this game a little bit.
You gonna load a save and we...
No, if we fail, then we can come back here. Only in the interest of time. But, we still gotta find this legit... Heard the bang and looks strange. Did we press this? I thought we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Wasn't much else to look at.
Yeah, we've seen this. Oh.
Huh. Like, I know that that's the answer. We have to basically say she wasn't looking at the boat, she was scanning the lake. I just don't know how to prove it.
Have you presented the photo?
Oh, wrong button, sorry.
This is a tough one. Like, this is actually hard.
Yeah.
And that's...
Well, because we know the answer, we just don't know how to get there. Okay, before we start getting crazy, let's just go through these. What manner of person are you? Yep.
Okay.
Investigative reporter. There's a UFO. You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Oh, we already pressed on this. That's why you put the automatic sensor on. Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. Goes bang, it snaps a shot. Yep. How many pictures have taken so far? I think... There we go, thank God. I was getting really worried there. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat? Well, what's up? What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It's the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it. I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal. What? Y'all want to step over here and say that? You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Order. Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well? Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat, till now. And that's reasonable doubt, everybody. This is totally
uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who's shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and... I'm sorry, what? Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole. Shut my what? What was she going to say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. She even had a photograph to prove it, but you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of mine, but should let us see who's who. One of the questions we could have asked before we gave the letter of request, and we didn't. Sorry.
That's good.
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do?
I'm pretty sure we've got to make a show. Otherwise we're kind of boned.
Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not? Yeah, I did. Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
Well, what is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is. That's you.
Oh, we still cannot see who is firing in this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Woo!
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement, you got the enlargement.
That's what she said.
And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose that this means the cross-examination
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination, Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence, a decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdicts.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? So we need to look at some stuff here and figure out what the deal is. So first of all, go ahead.
Can we just check the enlargement? Because I don't think we can see anything. Yeah,
we cannot. The faces are too blanked out.
Yeah,
there is something very important about this photo, though.
Well, the gun is firing from the left hand.
And whose prints are on that?
There's prints from Edgeworth's right hand, and it fired 3 times. So we need to show up.
Wait, Your Honor, this evidence.
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence.
Indeed. We have heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracing our steps.
This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Oh, well, I guess we'll object to the enlargement then. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be?
I love when the music kicks in like that.
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo.
Yeah, left hand.
Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand...
This man's left hand does... what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
I mean, Edgeworth could just been holding it in both hands.
Remember, we're not trying to prove him innocent necessarily, we're trying to get reasonable doubt.
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it is not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Larry. The victim himself.
There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order. There's a lot of orders in this court. You should have emptied it by now.
I'll take a bacon and cheese.
So, you were saying the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet, more or less.
There is no way it could have been suicide.
Order.
Bacon and cheese.
Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course. I'd already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Alright, so that's updated.
Yeah. I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for the trial, this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. The court is adjourned. Well, this court is adjourned.
Mm-hmm. Whew. Well, we got through that with by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah.
That was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, Wright.
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too. What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth?
I think he was trying to. Like, he really wanted to say, tell her thank you, but...
Yeah. I requisitioned a transcript of Lada's entire testimony. Thought it might give you some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. 2 sounds like gunshots just after midnight.
To be continued.
And we still don't know what the deal is with the gun being fired 3 times, so that's
Yeah.
interesting too.
It's so weird. Yeah, we definitely need to save. Oh my goodness.
Alright, next time on Character Select, we will move on to Day 2, Investigation. See if we can find out some more about what's going on here, because holy shit. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it, and space.
This is 2/10 for TV.
2/10 for TV.
Or
Who
maybe
did
it's
it?
too perfect for TV.
Oh, God.